Hello, everybody, and welcome back to what's left of us, the Basements of Big Lizards stream.
Yeah!
Every month we get together and we play TTRPGs together as friends, and as friends I get to kill my friends, which is super fun.
Raise your hand if you've already started thinking about a backup character.
I can't tell if I'm on camera or not already.
My character's an actress. She has an understudy. It's fine.
Right.
Yeah, Smash Girther.
Someone strides out of the darkness after the Wrathgirther dies and says, "There must always be a Wrathgirther."
That was my time.
Like a legacy character.
Okay, everybody. So here we are. We are playing ourselves a nice big old game of TTRPGs, and along with that very grim topic we just talked about, there might be other topics of the sort. So don't. Everyone at the table has already said that they are comfortable with the things we are doing, and we have safety tools in place to make sure that when we don't really go over those lines and veils specifically. But of course, if any of you are watching and you feel like this is a little bit too much for any of you, please step away. A little bit of self-care is important. Immediately after the stream today, after the game is done, we're going to take a 10-minute break or so. We're going to come back right away with a couch. We are going to sit on a couch and answer your questions about the series in general and also the episode itself. So save your questions for then. We love to get them at the end of this, and then that'll be about it. VODs for this episode are immediately available on the YouTube and on Twitch. Wherever you're watching from, you can definitely see it immediately. And I think that's about it. I think so. I think that's about it. Let's dive into our recap real quick. And for that, I'm going to pop us over to the screen. Right. Map. There we are. They were fighting a bunch of zombies. It is actually much darker than the screen is on right now. I just turned it lighter so that everyone has the opportunity to see what we are doing. Our party, at the beginning of the last episode, received word that the farming village of Tema was trapped and that there were people still there that needed rescuing. And thanks to some frankly brilliant and subtle plot hooks, the party agreed to climb the mountain once again. And there was a little bit of sidetracking as we were all enjoying a couple of very fun in-jokes that are now everyone's jokes.
Could you be more specific?
And then we reached Tema. Sorry, what was that?
Could you be more specific?
No.
There was some sort of a diadem of Dookie was discussed at one point.
You're referring to the world famous butt crown.
The butt crown, yes, yeah. That wasn't the joke. We had other quips that were wonderful. The butt crown is never a joke. Okay, it's a very powerful device, and
an artifact of necromancy.
An artifact, that's right. And Lord help us all if someone finds it. Okay, very, very serious stuff. Reached Tema without much ado, really. But once they reached there, they realized that the town was under siege, and there was a greater problem still. The druid of the town, a Demete called Rhiannon, informed the party that something was wrong with the mountain. This had never really happened this way before, and there was still someone trapped even further up in the monastery, judging by the activity there. So, with that in mind, night fell, and immediately the hordes began rising from the lava. The party attempted to keep the town's shield active in between, and it did manage to stave off some of the lava zombies for a little bit, but slowly, one by one, the party began getting raked by these lava zombies, ending so far in several ouchies that are probably going to take, I don't know, a lot of, Band-Aids and ice cream cones to just get over.
I think a lot of our ouchies have escalated into full-blown boo-boos.
Yeah, right. I mean, we're getting into danger territory, and outright, Sparks ended up needing a nap. That's so many boo-boos, it just needed a nap. So the good boy is down. Tim ran to the side of her faithful buddy. Everyone else took their turns. Demeter ran and used some of her magic that she was storing for the party so that she could make them some artifacts to turn back on the shield, obliterating about half of the zombies that were left. And now we've got just a couple, just a handful left, but the party is almost on their last legs. And that's where we take up this episode, beginning with Tim's turn.
Oh gosh.
Tim, you are next to the good boy.
Yeah, I have not even thought about what I'm gonna do. Shit. Oh
It's
gosh.
not an urgent situation.
I was not prepared for this. Okay.
It's okay.
I
you can
am
do a check
going
real quick to see what you can see about them. It's your puppy. You built it.
Yeah. I'm not even gonna worry about the zombies right now because I know that if I hit them with something, they're gonna bleh. So I'm gonna check on my boy and snuggle with him and figure out what's going on.
Right.
An investigative snuggle.
Yeah. You can do a straight up investigation check, or if you want to, you can make a medicine check.
I will do an investigation check.
Go for it.
Oh, which is an unnatural 20.
Oh, that's not bad at all. Okay. Let's see here. Interesting. Okay. You, the first thing you note is that, your puppy's not beyond saving. You can cast mending on it, for instance. Mending takes 1 minute to cast, though, so you will be very vulnerable as you do this. You'll have to cast it successfully over, let's see here,
It's 10 rounds, right?
Yeah, it's 10 rounds because it's 6 seconds per round. So that's that. But there's something interesting you get from that high of an investigation check. Normally, when a construct such as this goes down, it simply shuts down. Sparks is breathing labored as though he were a living creature. He is actually taking death saves, if you want to know the mechanical reason for it. So, you think that perhaps if someone has any healing magic, it might actually work on Sparks.
He's just such a good boy.
Good boy. Okay, that is good to know.
I have healing magic.
Right.
Okay.
So that was just an investigation check. You technically still have a bonus action, should you want.
Oh gosh, I'm trying to think of a good way to. How can I metagame without metagaming?
Do you happen to have any healing potions? I can't remember if you guys bought any.
I do not. I have none.
I don't think we have any now.
I thought you were pro metagaming.
I am pro-meta. I'm metagaming in a way that makes sense. Is fine. It's not going to be a, no, none of you are allowed to help me. It's just you need to have a good reason to help me, which I'm trying to think of. Which is,
You can just yell about it. That's easy.
Yeah.
That's not even metagaming.
If I think some magic might be able to help, I don't know what to do.
Right.
That is what
Alex?
I shout with my bonus
Awesome.
action.
So Tim is distraught about it for her turn. I take my turn to cry, says Tim. And that's about it. Yep.
Is there anything she could do to like try and? I know it's too late now, but is there anything that Tim could do to like try and just stabilize him, if nothing else?
I mean, there is medicine checks. Do you want to, Tim? Do you want to take a medicine check to try and stabilize your pupper? You could.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go for it.
I have a -1.
I mean, listen,
never
you
know
can
when
still
you're
roll
gonna roll.
high. It's the roll of the
Yeah.
dice, baby.
Well, given that the dog is
I thought it was a natural 1.
a robot, couldn't you like do an intelligence check or something in place?
That's actually, you know what? That's not a bad idea. You could take a medicine check, but use your intelligence instead.
Should I keep the roll?
If you would like to. If you want to roll it again, you can.
I feel sketchy re-rolling.
Okay.
Well, do you have inspiration?
Lots of us have
I think I
inspiration.
used it last time.
Maybe.
I haven't been keeping track because I'm
If
bad
anyone
at
in
notes.
chat wants to...
Well, I just watched our last session this morning, and I didn't hear anything about using
Right.
inspiration.
Then I will
so-
use my
wanna say?
inspiration.
Listen, I'll
to
give out
make.
inspiration like candy. You go for it.
I rolled one better, which brings it up to a 12.
Hell
A
yeah.
12? You know what? A 12 is above 10. So I'm going to say that that actually works. Your dog stops having death saves.
Woo!
Power of love!
Oh,
It's the
He's
power
still-
of
Like
love.
Ash and Pikachu
He's still a-
moment. And
He had turned to stone, but you shed a tear on him, which brought him back.
that's right. Yeah.
So if
okay.
that's my turn, then
Right.
Sparks gets...
Well, Sparks stabilizes. Sparks is at 0 hit points
Oh,
and
right,
is
that
not
was-
taking death saving throws.
Okay. So
Now,
I still need to cast Mending. It's just there isn't
Yeah.
quite the time crunch.
But if he takes another
as
hit,
much.
it's going to launch him right back into it, right?
That's true, yes.
Mm,
But he won't immediately take 2 death saving throws because he's stabilized now. So that's helpful. Speaking of which, though, Emery.
Yeah, you
last
got Emery going
episode-
Deathblender like feet from you
Yeah.
during this whole
Emery-
Ash and Pikachu moment.
Oh, I'm aware.
Nah, right. Now, Emery, because you forced yourself into this state this time, I'm going to need you to make me another wisdom saving throw.
Okie dokie. Wisdom save, wisdom save. It's a 2 minus 1.
Wow. All right.
Yeah, I'm not very wise.
dice are not
that's
being
fine.
kind.
No, that's...
You don't break out of it. And anyone who is watching notices the pulsing singularity in her chest grow wider by about an inch. So Emery, you must make your full amount of attacks on anyone who is close enough to get to within your movement. I'll let you choose where you move to, but once you're done moving, that's it. You're gonna have to attack everyone in range.
Wait, so, describe to me what's about to happen. So should I, like, if I didn't
yeah.
want to hit my comrades, but I did want to hit the zombies, I'd have to move, like, out here and then just become Deathblender within, like, everything within 30 feet of me?
No.
Or...
No. It's
Okay.
within your 5-foot range still, unless
Okay.
you have reach for some reason. But yeah, if you want to not hit him and Sparks, you're gonna have to move away from them.
Okay, well, I do not want to hurt them because I don't want to be the reason that Sparks fucking dies. So I guess
Now, you
I'm
have
going to, like...
lots of movement. You can move. You're gonna incur a couple of attacks of opportunity.
Okay. Well, I mean, I want to wail on these 2 zombies that are still close to Tim and Sparks. But I just
Correct.
want to, like, get... So if I wanted to move, like, away from them a little bit, but still stay in range of, like, hitting range for, like, these 2 fuckers.
Yeah, you could go
Is
where
that
my marker is.
possible?
That keeps you out of range of Sparks and Tim. It does mean
Can I
you're
just, like,
going-
Can I,
Yeah.
for flavor, say that I just fucking bust through them like swords on both sides and just go whoosh?
Oh yeah, you can attack at any point during your movement line, so absolutely. You
Yeah,
are
so
going
I
to take an attack of opportunity from the zombie.
Oh,
foot
from the
that's on
leg?
ground. Yep,
Oh,
that's
no,
a-
it's gonna
this little
kick
zombie,
me?
Incidentally, folks at home, this is a leg. I just couldn't make it be a leg. So use your imaginations. This is a fantasy.
Oh no, he's
Um,
gonna kick me. I'm gonna
Let's
get
see,
kicked
yeah,
out of the
it's
game, you
gonna-
guys.
It's gonna kick you.
Like a dame in a film noir. This zombie's
Right.
all leg.
Let's see here. Actually, unfortunately, the severed leg is unable to attack. So it just kind of
Wow.
starts jumping after you, and that's about all it can do.
Sucks to
That's,
suck, done it.
That's interesting. Pardon me. So yeah, you can go ahead and activate Emery Deathblender.
Deathblender! Alright, so 4 attacks, here we go. First one is, let me actually get like my fights up. Okay, so everything is like a +4. Whee! 16!
16 hits.
For the first one, which is 4 damage. Second one.
4 damage.
Oh, that's not gonna hit. That's a 9. Third is 14.
Okay, that hits.
Okay, and then that is 6 damage.
Oh.
Or no, 8 damage. Sorry, the first one should have been 6. The second one was 8. I was looking at the dice roll and not with the modifier on it.
Okay.
So
It's
6
an
plus
8.
8, so that's 14 total.
14, yep. Gotcha.
And then last one. Yeah, no, that's a 8 to hit. That's not gonna do it.
Nope, unfortunately not. I'm gonna need you to make a dexterity saving throw, please.
Okie dokie. That is a 12.
12. You successfully dodged the fire attack from the spray of lava you just kicked out of these monsters.
Hell yeah! How are they looking?
They're looking okay.
Is it
They're
dead?
looking about half or so ish. You know, on a scale of 1 to 30, they're looking about 20-ish.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What an oddly precise scale you have.
Yeah, I have to work in both imperial and metric, so I'm making weird scales specifically for those Americans among us.
Oh yeah, the dirty Americans,
Appreciate
right?
it.
Sure.
Yep. Pardon me.
All right. Well, I guess that's my turn.
Make sure
wait.
when you do that to cut out the letter U. Americans find the letter U deeply offensive.
That's true.
Yes.
It's weird that, but you know, we'll accommodate it. You know, it's not terrible. I have to roll. You did more than 5 damage to this poor Zambi.
I
And what
did.
happens? You cut off an arm.
That's handy.
Yep, the arm can do its own little attack if it wants
Oh
to.
well.
But now the Zambi can't do one of its 3 attacks. So there you go. I'm gonna have to like basically copy this little dude. Hey,
Oh
buddy,
God, we're
can
just
I,
gonna be
like-
surrounded by babies.
Yeah, right. Can I? Hey, you. Can I control C? Yeah, there we go. Look at that. Look at this. Once again, the little dudes, just limbs, just so you folks know. All right, that is your whole turn. Wait a second. You are, if I recall, you're hasted. Because
Yeah,
of
I
your-
did. Yeah, so that's 2 attacks times 2.
Oh,
so I
okay,
did
you
4.
that already. Okay.
It's just
gotcha.
2 of them didn't hit, so.
Right.
I mean, unless there's any, I don't think there's anything else I
don't
can
think so.
do because that's
Not
all my
unless you
action.
have any more action surges.
I do not. I only have the 1.
All right, Maldris. It's time to activate kill mode.
There's
Knife, knife, baby.
2 zombies and then 2 limbs.
Yeah, there's 2 zombies and 2 limbs, only one of which is apparently any danger.
Okay, I'm going to wait. Am I in range? That's not what I wanted to do.
Wouldn't take
Yeah,
much
I'm in
to-
range.
Yeah. And
I'll
you
I'll
get,
move like a little bit closer.
You get your sneak attack because both of those creatures are currently engaged, so.
Aw,
Okay.
congratulations.
When's the wedding?
Right?
That's something separate from my attack, right?
It is extra
Or
damage on your
it's
attack.
added
Yeah.
to my okay.
Right.
Well, I'll chuck my dagger at what's his face? The closest one to Tim, I guess.
Go for it.
Bend over backwards, fuck.
Nope.
What'd you roll?
A 4.
A
Ooh.
4. That's unfortunate.
Unfortunate.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
I'm so funny. I'm
You keep
so
telling yourself that.
Good.
So that misses.
Right. Now, I believe you, as a bonus action, you can throw again if you'd like.
I mean, I'll try. This dice doesn't seem to like me though. That's a 2.
Ooh.
I'm gonna put this set away now.
Into the dice jail with you. All right, my friend. I think that's probably it. Use your action, your bonus action.
Yep, I moved. Everything's fine.
That means it is the mighty Rathgurther's turn.
All right. Now. I don't see any zombies in my immediate vicinity.
They are not. No, those were destroyed last round.
I'm just having. I am answering the call to action for sparks. So my 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm assuming each space is 5.
It is indeed. Yeah.
Yes. So this is as far as I get.
Step on the leg.
Yeah. Well, you know what? I'm here, so I might as well attack somebody. I still have my attack. So I'll just give him a smack on the dome. Using the blunt side of my sword so as to not cleave any limbs off. DM.
Good call. Good call.
Does a 12 hit?
It's already
the little.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. Little leg.
3 damage. Good luck, baby.
3 damage. You have destroyed it. It is just a leg.
Nice.
You cleave it right down the middle, and it just stops moving.
No leg can withstand Rathgurther.
Down the middle, hot dog style or hamburger style?
Hot dog style, but with the blunt end of the sword, so it's really mushy.
Ugh, like cutting bread without a serrated knife. Meh.
Yeah,
Yep.
Well, we probably weren't going to eat it anyway.
probably not.
I mean,
Everyone keep their eye on Rathgurther going forward.
Yeah, I was about to say, it's like, well, if any of us was going to, we know who it would have been.
They're all pre-cooked.
True.
It's really
If
a
you
meal ready
enjoy
to eat
charcoal,
when you
anyway.
think about it.
Yep.
Yeah, well done leg for me, please. Thank you.
That's right.
Like, the most well done it can possibly be.
All right, Mr. Vernon.
Okay, so I think the last turn, if I recall, I shouted over here to have Rhiannon turn back on the shield. So this time I'm going to try to get more into the fray. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Turn the corner there, and I'm going to use my Eldritch Blast again because that's all I can do as a warlock right now.
Which one
And
are you aiming
I'm
at,
going
my
to
friend?
try to. I'm going to aim it right about here.
You're gonna aim at it. I think your Eldritch Blast has to have a target specifically, right?
Oh, does it? I thought it was just like a general area, but that makes sense. Yeah, creature within range. So yes, I'm going to aim at the one closest to well, actually I'm going to aim for this one behind Emery because I trust Emery will take care of the one closest to Tim and Sparks.
Really? You trust her in this state?
Ah!
Look,
He's like a screaming demon right now.
it's something about it's just, you know, as somebody who turns into something completely different when I also get into a certain health state, you know, there's just a mutual respect.
Do you need a
kind of thing.
Snickers?
You're not you when you're hungry.
You know?
You're not you when you're
Probably not
crabby.
Yes.
It's right there.
That was a pun so bad my cat jumped off my lap.
That is funny.
All right, Brandon, roll the hit.
But yes, I'm going to lob my holy crab grenade over at this fellow over here. And let's just do that really quick.
Is that like a crab rangoon?
It could be.
Crab cake.
Oh, I got an 8.
You got an 8? Oh my god.
8.
I'm so
2 plus
sad.
6.
You poor people. I
This
don't
time
think there's anything
D&D
else you
Beyond
can
hates
do,
me, so.
right? Yeah. I don't believe you have any other things you can cast. You could. I don't think you can even dash with your bonus action, I'm afraid. So I think that'll be it for you.
Yeah, I think that's it for me.
Right.
So I'm just sitting here. My grenade lands at their feet and just.
All right. On this turn, just before I take Flint's option. Okay. Where is my stuff? 3 more zombies crawl out of the ground.
Ow!
Well, that's not good.
That's the opposite good. That's bad.
Flint has had enough of standing back and shooting them, so he is going to dash out your direction. He can go 60 feet. He goes about there. That's interesting. Okay. Oh, yeah. No, that's not what I wanted. Let me grab the character. Dashes out here and he plants himself between the new zombies and Rathgurther.
Swell guy.
Him.
Yes.
It is your turn.
Is there an action? Can I, like, help? Like, can I take the dodge action vicariously for Sparks?
Sparks has to be conscious to take any sort of action like that.
Yeah, but like, can I like cover him with my body and also take the dodge action?
You not quite, but you could attempt to interpose. There's an action called shove. I would allow you to kind of like use that to switch, like to pull your dog back and take its place, basically, if you would like. It's just an athletics check to like drag your dog out of the way, basically.
Oh yes, athletics, the thing I am notoriously great at.
Yeah. It's not
I'm not
really
awful.
high because Sparks isn't like fighting you on this, so.
Okay.
What'd you
That's
roll?
a 6.
That's a 6?
Mm,
Listen, I'm not without a heart. I think because the dog isn't fighting you, I think a 6 will do it.
he's so heavy.
He is heavy, though. Yeah, I think unfortunately that's going to take basically your whole turn to do that, instead of you being able to activate something like that, basically.
Yeah, that's
so
fine.
yeah, we'll call that good, I think. And obviously Spark cannot take a turn, but he doesn't have to do a death saving throw, so there you go. Amory.
Yes.
It is
4
still
more!
well, first you have to give me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay, well, here we go. Oh, I can't see what I rolled. It's a 6.
It's a 6, huh?
6. I'm gonna switch to my other d20.
Yeah. Once again, anyone watching sees the singularity in her chest just get bigger.
What happens when
Emery.
it gets when it
I don't even know. That's new to me.
Right?
Never lasted more than 1 turn before.
Maybe we'll find out.
Oh,
That's
God. All right, well, 4 more attacks on the Zambos. I would like to focus on the one that's kind of between me and Tim Tam first, if that's possible.
That's possible.
Okay, first one is a 14.
That hits.
And then that makes 3 piercing damage.
Are you
Second
sure it's
attack.
actually 3?
Yes, I'm sure it's actually 3.
Okay.
The second one I rolled a 2, so I don't think that's going to do it.
Nope.
The third one's a nat 20!
All right, give me the damage.
Yeah, damage. Okay, so that the dice is a 4, and I reread the thing and it said that I get like a 3rd hit dice for
You do.
yeah, so that'd be a 12 plus 2 is 14 damage. if I'm
14
doing
in
that
total?
right.
Okay.
Yes. For that crit.
Beautiful.
How's the bent over backwards fucker looking?
It's not looking great.
One more hit! One more hit! Take him out with 15!
That hits.
Okay, uno ma. Oh, hell yeah, max damage 8!
8? That is
8.
more than enough. You destroy this zombie by pounding it into the dust with a series of wild attacks. Anything that you
Damn.
would have created by cutting it is destroyed in the process, and I need you and Tim to both make dexterity saving throws.
It's a raw 17. It's 18.
that's a 13.
Both of you succeed. You don't get any will allow damage. I think that's all you can do as well, Emery.
That's all 4.
Excellent. Maldrus. You see the new zombies. You see the one near Emery get pounded into the literal ground.
I think she can handle the other one on her own.
Right.
Oh, it helps. I'm actually tabbed into my game.
Ooh.
They're super far away.
You can move up to 30 feet and still do stuff.
30 feet. That's way too close, though.
And you can move
I'm
20
gonna
and
go
still
about
be within there.
here.
Yeah. Go for it.
And I'm gonna check one of my daggers at the. Do I still
Okay.
get sneak attack? Because the other dude's next to me.
If you take no, it has to be the target has to be engaged. But if you want to, you can give up your bonus action to steady your aim as a rogue, and so you would only have one attack, but you get advantage on it, which would also give you sneak attack. Yeah.
Because my rolls today are not doing well.
Correct. So you roll 2d20, you take the highest.
That was a 5.
No.
And the other one's a 3. So fuck that.
What's 5 in total with your bonus? 10. Almost like. Or 11, actually.
11.
That
doesn't hit, does it?
That's actually just enough to hit.
Oh really?
Beats. Their usual armor class is 11.
So it's 1d4 plus 4 plus my sneak attack?
Correct. Which I think is 2 or 3d6 right now.
2d6.
2d6.
Okay, I'll roll the first one.
Mm-hmm.
It's a 4. So 4 plus 4 is 8. Of my 2 is a 1 and a 3. So 12.
12 in total. Do a decent amount of piercing damage. Your knife flies back to your hand afterwards. No problem. I believe
my
that
knife is also a good boy.
Your knife. Maldred directly understands the plight of for Sparks because she loves they love their knife so much. Rathgirther.
All right. I am going to move dogwise and cast Heal Dog.
It's a very specific spell, but I'm glad you took it. It ended up paying off.
And that's a full 10 DP or dog points of health.
That's right.
Nice.
I'm glad you specified that it was dog points.
Yeah.
My mind did not go dog points.
Otherwise, it immediately kills every dog. If it's just health
Right.
points.
Right.
It's like chocolate. Dogs are allergic.
Well-known
Yeah.
fact. Yeah.
Yeah. Sparks pops back up from that heal.
Is that like the command? Heal boy?
Oh!
Bravo.
You need to like give him a potion so he can like heal himself. He's like, heal! And he just chugs the potion.
That's the wavelength, Jay.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Don't you worry. We've got like a whole list of upgrades for Sparks now. So, Rathgirther, again, I think because especially back when Sparks was created, I think were the one who got the history roll to understand just how significant it was that Tim had created this creature. You also know healing magic should not work on constructs. This creature isn't a construct; it's alive.
Odd. That was more of a symbolic gesture.
I don't know why it works, but thank you so much.
Yeah.
She's like sobbing.
Wholesome. I think you still have a bonus action that you can do something with, Rathgirther. I believe you have to move still if you want as well.
If I wanted to. I guess I'll go zombie-wise. Oh, do I really want to get that close, though? No,
The screaming lady. Yeah, I don't.
I'm gonna hang back for now.
yeah,
I think.
no, I've been rolling real bad on my wisdom today, and I've already stabbed you once.
Probably
Not
just
this
gonna-
combat, but yesterday.
Probably just gonna see what's up. You know, probably just
Yeah.
gonna.
All right. In that case, Vernon. Many more
That's
targets are
me.
viewed. You're the group's resident sniper.
Indeed, I am.
I really
as-
thought you were gonna say the
yeah.
group's resident Waluigi because he said that to me.
Wow!
And like, kind of, right? Like it's kind of.
Holy
Kinda,
shit!
I mean, yeah, he's tall. He's got the mustache like that. He's kind of light,
Right,
purple. Yeah.
Every
And if
party has a
Waluigi
Waluigi, and
Waluigi would
if
be a crab.
you look around and you don't see it, it's you.
So I think what I'm gonna do then is I'm gonna probably move a little bit closer. It seems like between the three of them, they've got these two zombies kind of under control. I trust them to kind of take care of that. So I'm
Right.
gonna try to move closer to Maldris. And what was the guy's name again?
That's Fint.
Yes, I think I wrote something completely different in there, but 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm gonna turn him around. I don't know if I can just do that with like
Yep,
QWERTY
just
or
hold
anything like-
Alt and you can turn him if you
Oh.
want. There you go.
Cool.
Look at that. He can rotate on the spot like a champ.
Ah, I can spin them right
Yeah.
around, etc., etc.
Turns on a dime.
And I'm going to have him try again with the holy crab grenade, and he's gonna go for the guy right in the middle.
Go for it.
Let's give it a shot.
I'm going to
Where's
shoot
where's the
you.
dice in here?
Stand back. I'm firing my laser.
Okay, so
My crabs.
my laser. Wow. Oh.
20.
No!
Which one were you shooting at again? The one in the middle?
Alright. Yeah, the one in the middle.
Okay.
So
roll
let me
your
just pull that up real quick.
2d12, sir.
2d12. Okay.
I think it's also plus your. Oh, do you have a plus yet? I can't remember.
Oh God, I don't know. I don't
Let me
know.
see. Let me see. You do not yet. No. Later on, you do. That's a thing Warlocks get. They can get a plus to their magic.
Wait, is it 2d12? Because if it's
No, it's a D10. Unfortunately, I was thinking ahead again.
okay, I'm just gonna drop those. Don't just ignore that.
okay.
So just one of those or two?
It's still 2 if you want to. They're
I'll do.
you rolled crit, so you get to roll 2 of them.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, there they go again. I don't
There they
know my
go.
own strength.
12 damage.
12.
That's not bad. That's not bad.
Hell yeah!
Nice. About time my freaking grenades work.
Yeah, you
Gonna
did the
come
same
back,
damage
lad.
Melders did the last
The risk
turn.
of jinxing it. Knock on wood.
Nice.
Yeah.
Waluigi, number one.
I got
Well, you know,
him.
Waluigi is like good at tennis, so maybe just like yeeting the ball. Sir!
Oh, there you go. Yeah, yeah. I mean, I do have like a boomerang. I guess I could use it as a
Right.
racket or something.
Right.
Star, we definitely need art now that is him,
Adding it to the
Take-
list underneath the butt crown.
but instead of a
Waluigi
tennis ball,
Crabman.
it's a crab.
Wait, crabs!
So good.
Waluigi gave you crabs.
All right. Before Fint's turn, it is officially the Zambo's turn. So this lucky Zambo here, who's still alive, is going to take 3 attacks on Emery.
Good.
Let me.
Miss.
No.
Look, I'm so beautiful. I'm distracting. Oh, you're distracted by my
Yeah,
rage.
It's
and
your
all
it's
of
your
it.
it's
You
your
gonna miss?
fan dance, but you're using swords that
Hey,
are on fire
no.
instead.
Now, didn't I lop his arm off so he doesn't get one
Oh,
of
that's
those
true.
attacks?
That is
Ah!
true. He only gets 1 claw attack instead of 2. That's a 10. That doesn't hit you.
No,
That is he
absolutely
rolled
not.
1. That absolutely doesn't hit you. And then
He's
the arm
distracted
next to him
by my. Woo, I'm
doesn't
like,
also
I'm like,
hit you.
dodge-
You're right.
Nyah!
Yeah, you're correct. I rolled
I'm
all
gonna
below
live
10s
forever.
entirely that turn, so that's that. The rest of the Zambos, though, they do indeed move up. Let's see here. Yeah, there's someone right there, so they are going to be running that way. That's, yeah, only 22, so he's going to make it and attack Fint. This Zambo got hit from this direction, but Fint is here first, so he's just going to gang up on Fint, I think.
No, our new favorite NPC we just adopted.
Did you adopt?
I don't know.
It's very grumpy. This ammo's gonna move the whole 30 feet, and it can still get to hit you. Oh, I'm so pleased.
I'm so distracting and enraged.
I'm so pleased. I'm gonna do Finch first though, because he's about to take like 6 attacks.
Oh God.
All right, Finty boy. That doesn't hit.
Rip.
That plus 3, 14. That does not hit.
Now, Jay,
That
consider. If you kill him, it is killing your gaze.
I
We found out
can't.
that out
I
last
know,
session.
right? I can't. Listen, the power.
You're
of
gonna
love
get
will save him.
canceled, Jay.
That doesn't hit. That doesn't hit. That doesn't hit. He only takes 1 bite. Only 1 bite. That's the
Yay,
power, of love for you. Yeah.
You know,
But
aren't
isn't
we all
the
glad
thing
that I
with
encouraged
zombies?
them to kiss in the last session?
Mhm.
You absolutely.
See the wisdom in that now?
Just one
Right.
bite. Now he's gonna be like that asshole in the zombie apocalypse stories who hides that he was bitten by a zombie, and it's gonna be a whole thing.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
he can't hide because we all saw it, didn't we?
Yeah. So he takes.
At least you did.
He takes 3 piercing damage from the bite, and he takes 3 more fire damage from the bite. Oh my God! Maldris is so sneaky. I did not notice them there, and that's why the zombies didn't go towards Maldris. I literally did not see you against the backdrop of this.
Literal rogue
My-
shit.
My colorblindness hid you right in prime sight here. I'm gonna go with it.
Well, to be
Screw it.
fair, they're all the same color anyway,
Are they okay? Perfect.
except for my cloak. It's really hard for me to see the zombies.
Right. Oh, and then the 3 attacks at Emery again. I forgot.
I'm very distracting.
Folks,
I'm
that is a
screaming and
nat
I'm very
20
Oh.
on the Zambo.
Fuck you.
And then it doesn't hit, and then it gets a second nat 20. I shit you not.
Dang.
It's only
Do
a
you
1 in
remember
400
when we
chance.
said that if you kill Emery, I'm gonna come to Canada and kill you?
Right.
You did say you
Um,
had some backup characters
I'll
ready,
help.
right?
I had like a loose idea of one.
Okay, Emery. You take 14 damage from the claw attack.
That is exactly as much as I need. I am at 0.
You also take, and this counts as the whole thing, so it doesn't actually roll over into your death saves at all. You take 12 damage from the bite attack, which of course doesn't matter because you're at 0 health points now, right? However, if you recall, the last part about the heart is that you stay upright until the battle ends.
Yep.
So, at this point, Emery,
What the fuck's gonna happen?
you
What does this look like?
are a fighting blender. Like your wounds have overcome you, but you're still going. So, on Finn's turn, he's going to take his 3 attacks on the zombos. That's a miss. That is a hit. And that is a hit. I don't roll 20s for my boy Finn. Come on, man. He manages to do 12 damage at this zombo, but it's piercing damage, so he does not take any lava spurts. 12 damage. That's almost that whole zombie. Okay. Tim, it is your turn. Your friend is going absolutely wild right in front of you.
I'm imagining just like blood, just like
Oh, yeah.
dripping, just like fucking everywhere.
I was thinking like a full Tasmanian devil.
Right.
Oh yeah.
She even sounds like it a bit.
I think that now that Tim knows that Sparks is okay,
Mm-hmm.
She leaves.
This
Come on,
shit
boy.
sucks. I'm out of
Let's
here.
go down the road. Maybe tomorrow I'll want to settle down.
I think that now that she's not sad anymore, she's moved past that stage. Now she's fucking pissed.
Yeah.
She's gonna take her warhammer. No, whatever hammer kind
It
of
is a
hammer
warhammer.
she has. It is a
Beautiful
warhammer.
Yeah.
She's gonna take her warhammer and go to fucking town on this one right in front of her.
All right. Which one do you want to go after? Oh, okay.
The one that's right there.
All right.
Two-handed, because
Right. This
15?
one is 15 hits? Absolutely.
that's 10 bludgeoning damage.
Oh,
Nice.
Good job.
Get him.
She be small, but she be mighty.
Right. I believe that's all you can do. You could, I suppose, move away if you want to.
No.
Opportunity
No.
attack, though.
Okay, yes, true. All right, but it is, you have a bonus action. If you don't use that bonus action to tell Sparks to do something, then he won't do anything.
I'm telling him to stay back. I'm telling him to stay back.
Okay. You can tell he wants to go. He's sitting there. You know what the thing that dogs do when they're like... Right?
His legs are like shaking because he's like so excited.
Like, he's ready to go. He's super ready. He's like, he gets kind of like lower
Stay.
and lower. And yeah.
Mama's got this.
Okay. Emery, I'm gonna need you to make one last wisdom saving throw for me.
Last wisdom saving throw? What does that mean?
Oh, nothing.
Oh, God. Okay. Big money, no whammies. That is a 4.
There's a 4. Emery. Actually, I should say Star. Star, I am taking control of your character until the end of this combat that your character is an NPC.
Okay.
Cool. The singularity at Emery's chest grows to such a proportion that it starts drawing in things around her, bits of rubble, rocks, parts of zombies. That claw, too light, immediately gets sucked into her chest and it's gone. Emery, actually, hold on one second. Tim, you're the closest person. I need you to roll me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh,
Did
God.
she just become Moroku from Inuyasha?
That was a natural
Right.
20
Oh, thank
for a
God.
23.
All right. You jump 5 feet backwards to avoid getting pulled towards Emery.
Because I'm full of that adrenaline.
Right. So you're going to jump back towards Sparks. You do not take an attack of opportunity because both of the zombies have to roll their own throws. They couldn't roll dex throws because they're zombies, but they rolled strength throws to just be staying where they are, and so they did not get pulled into Emery. Now I'm going to make a bunch of attacks.
Oh, God.
What attacks do you have, Emery?
This is gonna be a thing that happens.
You've got 1 attack action per action, but you have a bonus action to attack.
I have 2 swords, so it's technically. Do you want me to just like tell you what? Okay, so yeah, it's I have my 2 short swords are both +4 is the hit modifier, and then it's 1d6 + 2.
For Emery, I just rolled 2 nat 20s.
No, that's payback for killing me with 2 nat 20s.
Whoever gave you this
Nice.
dice, whoever gave that to you,
It's beautiful.
Oh
It's
my
beautiful.
God.
All right, I'm going to roll
Going out
2
with
damage.
a blaze of fury.
2 of the damage dice. And as opposed to each attack operating separately, each attack hits everyone in 5-foot range. So that's 10 damage. And that's another 14 damage. So that is 24 damage to everyone in 5-foot range. This guy didn't have anything on him previously. And this guy was almost dead. He literally explodes, and pieces of him get pulled into Emery and just vanish. I'm going to see if Emery needs to take... Emery makes her dexterity saving throw against the splash.
I've got a +1 to dex.
Right. Also, I am going to make Emery move. She is going to move towards the largest cluster of people she can see, which is over here. She's going to move right into Fint and the Zombos. And technically, I suppose, Vernon, because Vernon is close by. But unfortunately, that is Emery's turn. Oh, wait, no, I got 4 of those, don't I? I thought I only got 2.
Uh-oh.
All right, let's go 2 more. I wonder if we're going to get 2 more 20s.
Oh, God.
No, that's not going to work. I mean, let's see here. That's 9 plus 4 is... Well, it's enough to hit the Zombos. That is 13. Vernon, what's your AC?
Oh, no.
Let me see here. 1 second. My AC,
That's
which I
not gonna work.
believe is on the front part here. Maybe, I gotta navigate back to the thing. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
So suspenseful.
All right, where's that at, actually?
The AC is
Oh,
the big
wait, no,
shield
it's top
icon.
right. Armored class. Yes. 11.
Oh
Okay,
no!
so you're gonna get hit by this as well.
Woohoo!
Let's see what it gets. Let's see. Vernon takes 5 damage. Everyone in 5-foot range takes 5 damage. So
Ouchies.
that's 17. And you have taken 5 more damage. And the Zambo, it does a little bit of excreting here. That is a failure, and that is a failure. Fint takes 2 more damage from the zombie. 13. And Emery, you take 2 more damage. If you could mark that for me.
I'm at 0, sir.
Oh, that's right. Then don't worry about it for the time being. I forgot. Special circumstances.
Mhm.
Did I take 10 damage then, or?
No, you did not, because you only take the 5. She didn't crit this time.
Just wanted to make sure.
Maldred, strange things are happening, and you can just see from the other side of Fint this wild, like, crazy thing coming towards you, just like this. She's got that look in her eyeballs.
Yeah, I don't like it. I'm going to this one. I'm gonna move a little bit further away. I'm gonna go over here.
Good call.
How do I turn? Hold Alt?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I see. And then I'm going to chuck a dagger at the one that's attacking Fint.
There are 2 attacking Fint. Which one would you like? This one? Or the other one?
The other one.
This one. So.
I hope I don't
This one.
horribly fail this time. I wasn't looking.
That's
But
fine.
yes, if it wasn't the first one, it was the second one, yes.
Just
Okay.
ignore my antics.
I got a 5 again.
Oh. I believe
So 5
that we
plus
said
6 is
that
11.
Yeah, that works. That barely works, but it works.
Okay, and do I get my sneak attack damage because he's obviously...
Yes, he absolutely does, which means you can save your bonus attack for another dagger throw.
So... That's not what I wanted. I realize that I fucked up last time, and I used the wrong dice.
Oh.
I used a D6 instead of a D4. That's my bad.
Okay. Well, that's not a big deal.
This one is a 1, so 1 plus 4 is 5.
5, yeah.
And then my sneak attack damage is 2d6. So a 6 and a 4, so 10?
10 damage
10 plus
is
5?
more than enough to kill this guy. Sorry, that would be like 39 damage in total you've done to him. So yeah, he absolutely, you nail him with this dagger and he falls over stone cold dead. You have your bonus
Okay.
attack. You can throw your dagger at the other guy.
Okay, I will do that. That is a 15.
That hits.
So 21 in total.
Oh yeah, that absolutely hits.
Okay. I'll do it without screwing up this time. So D4, that's a 2. So 2 plus
Right.
4 is 6. And then my
Gotcha.
I get sneak attack again, right?
No, you only get it once per your round.
Okay. Then in that
Just
case,
6?
it's just the 6.
Gotcha. Beautiful. That's all for you then. Mighty Rathgurther. There's still a Zambo relatively close to you that is now free of harm, as it were. Not looking too great, though.
Bonk. Does an 8 of bonking hit?
I'm afraid not. You gotta hit at least an 11.
I whiff it
You whiff it. That's unfortunate. Anything else you need to do?
I suppose complain, but other than that, no.
Other than that, no. Okay. Yeah, if you want, if not to help you out too much here, but you could give yourself bardic inspiration and see if you can pump that 8 up a bit.
I don't got any left. Oh, actually, you know
That's
what I do have
right.
though?
What's up?
You know what I do have is inspiration. Yeah. Okay, so that's a 17 of bonking.
That absolutely helps. Then there you go. 17 of bonking.
Yeah, so that's 8 bonking damage.
8 bonking damage. You have slain this zombo. What does it look like when Rathgirther slays this zombo?
You know, like in Doom Eternal, sometimes you punch a zombie's head like into its chest.
Yep. Yep.
It's like that with the flat side of her sword.
Gotcha. Perfect. Yeah, you hit it in there and it just kind of like collapses like a suitcase.
With a very satisfying crunch sound.
That's right. Crunchy, crunchy. Vernon, you are, pardon the expression, in the danger zone.
Yes, indeed. In that case, I'm going to fall back just a little bit because I do not need to be. Well, actually,
all right.
I guess I would probably take an attack of opportunity then.
Yes, you will.
Well, you know what? I gotta do what I gotta do, and to save
You
myself
could use
in the
your
long run, I
action
am
to
gonna
disengage
fall.
if you'd like. That would save you from a
Wait, is there a zombie close to me, or are we talking about just like Emery? Because that's what I was
Emery.
thinking,
I
but-
think it's just me.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah. But yeah,
Okay,
if you use your action to disengage, you can safely disengage.
Okay.
However, of course, that takes up your action, so.
Do you really
know
want to
what?
stay in the danger zone of me, though, is the thing.
Yeah, you know what? Emery recognizes when it's a good time to cut and run, you know, as a con man and everything
mean
like
Vernon?
that. So, yes.
You're not me. Hello. I'm Emery.
Oh, what? I'm sorry. I meant
Emery does know
Emery
it's
does
always
not
Emery
know when
is,
it's time to cut and run.
Emery is certainly a con man.
But
Wait a
it is
minute,
always
not
the
even
time
Emery's
to
Emery right
cut.
now.
And then
It's
run.
always the time to
Yeah.
cut. It's always the time to cut.
Mhm.
I know.
Always.
Vernon.
Blender knows no ending. Not
appreciate
until
my
right
joke.
Yes, Emery always knows when to cut, but Vernon knows when to cut and run. So yes, I will disengage and fall back, just a tiny smidge
Okay.
next to Tim and.
Right. Before Mr. Fint does anything, the Zombo is going to take his turn. He's going to spread his attacks between Fint and Emery. 2 on Emery, 1 on Fint. Emery, what's your AC again?
15.
15.
Mhm.
That
1-5.
is a hit
Oh.
and a not hit. And since damage doesn't matter to you right now, I'm not going to bother rolling damage, but you've taken another hit. So that is at least 2 hits since you have been at 0, just so you know.
Mhm.
And then Fint is going to take a full-on bite. He takes another 6 damage. Okay.
How is Fint looking?
He's not looking amazing. He's looking okay, though. He's just not looking amazing. Speaking of, it is Fint's turn. He is also going to go, what the fuck, and then disengage. He is going to disengage a full 30 feet. Because that
Probably
is
a good
terrifying. Tim, there is 1 Zombo left, and of course your crazed friend.
Can I use my action?
Yeah,
Thank
of
you.
course you can. Why
You
not?
can always use your action, yeah.
Can I use my action to like? I know what I want to do. I want to. Oh, can I throw something that is not like a weapon as a bonus action?
What are you thinking?
I want to take out a little rock
Mhm.
and record a little message
Mhm.
and throw it at Emery.
Oh!
Yeah. Okay.
A remember who you are moment?
Yeah.
Literally, yeah.
So, because you have to record a message and everything, that's going to take an action for sure.
Oh yeah, I think the like making of the little trinket is an action. So
Right.
You know, if this breaks
like,
too bad,
I wanted to
it's
make
just
sure that
gonna
I could
draw
do it
her attention back to y'all.
I'm just gonna say, actually, you know what? Nobody knows what I say because I say it into the stone and then I throw it.
Oh, it's like
Okay.
lost in
And Emery
translation.
or Star, I will message you what I say.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll me first to see if it even gets there. I need you to roll me an attack using your dexterity as though you were throwing something.
How do I do that? Yeah,
you
how do
roll a
I-
d20, you add your dexterity to it. I think that's it. You know, I wouldn't say you have necessarily proficiency with rocks, but we'll go with that.
That's a 12.
That's a 12. Well, I think it lands close enough.
Okay.
All right. So when we get to Emery's turn, we'll see what that happens. What do you want to do with Sparks?
We're just gonna hang out.
Okay.
He's gonna be a good boy and just keep calm.
All right. Emery.
Mm-hmm.
Normally, I would not be giving you back control of your character until the end of the fight, but I think this action gives you the ability to take another wisdom saving throw. Because not just is it this stone that lands and says whatever message it's going to be saying, Zoe will be sending that to you, but as it lands and activates, so too does another stone in your pocket that you had from earlier that says from your pocket, "Hi, Emery, you're so strong, you're the best, yeah." And both of them activate kind of in concert. You forgot you made that, didn't you? Yeah.
Okay, my wisdom saves have been so fucked up. May I ask for advantage in this case?
This gives you advantage, yes.
Okay. I am rolling both of my d20s at the same fucking time. Do not fuck with me, dice, I swear to God. That is a 4 and a 12.
A 12. Wow. The skin of your teeth. Emery drops her swords, pushes the singularity back into her chest with screaming and fire. And how much does this guy have left? He only has 7 hit points yet. You know what? For flavor, I'm going to say this destroys this guy too as he gets pulled into the singularity. And she finished smoking, collapses on the floor with 1 death saving throw already failed. The combat is now over. No more lava zombies are coming out. We are back in exploration mode, everybody.
Help!
Yeah, Tim is gonna rush over. I don't have any spell slots, but she'll be there as moral support.
You can make medicine. Anyone can make medicine checks if anyone has the ability to.
I still have a cure wounds left, if necessary.
Absolutely. That's right.
I mean, sorry, cure dog spell.
I'm not a
It might
dog.
work.
but
It might
Hopefully, it
work.
still works.
give it a try.
You get 9 dog points.
Yay!
That's
But
like
in
1.5
tiefling years,
human points.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, yes. You get like 40 or yeah.
Wow!
What's 9 times 7?
I feel amazing!
9 times 7 is 45, I think. Wait, no,
Yeah,
hold
you
on.
get 45 dog points or 9 health points.
That's 63.
63. Thank you. I have an engineering diploma. I can do math. So Emery gets back up with the help of the party.
Tim is just gonna run over and just wrap her arms around her and give her a big hug. As big of a hug as little Tim can give.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Emery's just probably, like, very confused. Very, like, kind of out of it, but she feels this hug and she goes for it and just like kind of just like on her knees, just fucking like just kind of collapses into this hug basically.
Yeah.
Mm.
Did we die?
Nope. We're all good. Thank you for saving us by going crazy, and I'm glad that you're not dead.
Mm.
And I think
Sparks comes over and gives you lots of licks on the face.
No.
it's very rough. The tongue is made out of wood for some reason.
It's literal sandpaper.
Literal sandpaper.
I was like, oh god, why? Why would you do this?
Takes a layer of skin off.
Right. Okay, folks. Real quick, because that fight took up the hour, let's take a quick moment to pause and go on a quick break. Okay, everybody, we just got finished a very harrowing fight at the outside of the villages of Tema. It is nighttime. Why did that not work? Hello? Hello?
It's not
there we go.
nighttime.
Perfect. It is nighttime. I've brightened up the sequence so everyone can see. But it is absolutely nighttime, and with everything finally finished, there doesn't appear to be any more zombies, and Rhiannon runs out and signals to you all that's likely to be the most that happens this evening. All right, you may begin.
Rathgurther turns to Vernon and says, Vernon, a word?
Yes. What?
In
what's
private,
up?
please.
Okay. Is this tree private enough?
Very well. And she's going to grab him by the collar and say, you told me you had it covered, and we all almost died.
I thought I did.
And as she's speaking, tears are streaming down her face. And you can hear her voice start to change and like feel a little different than you've heard it in the past. And she says, I don't want to die, Vernon. I need to be able to trust you.
Okay, I'm sorry. It won't happen again.
And she puts you down and just kind of composes herself. Good. See that it doesn't.
You got it, boss.
That's all. That's all.
Right on. Rathgurther, in this moment, do you think you're a little bit introspective?
Yep.
Could I get you to make me an insight check just on yourself as Vernon walks away?
17.
17. You were fairly injured in that fight, and it's been a very long time since you have been injured like that, in that way, and been able to like take a minute and breathe afterwards to like double check yourself over for injuries. I don't know exactly what is going through your character's head, and we can talk about that in just a second. But you notice that on one of the claw marks on the zombies, if you take a look at the wound itself, it's not quite blood. It's a little darker. It's a little slower. And with a 17, I think you can look close enough in, and you can notice that it's sort of moving, and you're feeling a little better already, like as if you're slowly healing.
Am I turning into a zombie?
This doesn't look like zombification, but of course at this point you're not a particularly, I mean, you know enough to patch people up, so you know this doesn't look normal, but I don't think you're a medical professional. You wouldn't know enough about this to know anything. You might have to ask someone like the druid Rhiannon nearby is probably somebody who would be useful for that. Maybe Tim, with her learning, could tell you what this is.
All right, I'll ask Tim first.
Well, you're gonna have to interrupt her. Just absolutely doting on her dog, checking him over,
Right.
looking at all of his scrapes.
His big metal tail is just going.
You can already tell that she has like schematics out, and she's figuring out a way that she can like reinforce some of the like joints and stuff, so that. And Jay, this is maybe something we can talk about. I know it wasn't on the spreadsheet, but maybe some sort of like, I don't know, like defense mode where he can like lock down and increase his AC or something.
Sure.
She's sketching, brainstorming, and of course giving him lots of kisses when you approach her.
Mm-hmm.
Hey Tim, got a minute?
Yeah. Sparks, you're gonna be okay?
Sparks?
Yes. Okay. Yeah. What can
And
I do?
I show
for
her
you?
the wound and I say, "You think I'm turning into a zombie, or what's up with this?"
I will
You
do it.
can. Yeah,
Check
you
of
can
some-
use lots of things if you'd like. Obviously, medicine isn't your forte, but you could use your intelligence instead in this particular case, because I believe you are at least familiar with alchemy. So you can make a medicine check with intelligence if you'd like. You can also make a history check if you feel like you want to rely on the things you may have read about. Medicine
Yeah,
would
I
be you
think
actually
history-
like prodding at the wound and like taking samples and stuff, though.
Yeah, I think history is probably more her.
Okay.
Ooh, not bad. An 18.
And 18.
This looks just like the diagram in my health textbook.
Oh yeah.
A zombie bite.
Yeah. Zombification usually takes a relatively long time to set in. It's a slow acting curse generally, although of course these are weird zombies. You're not sure. These zombies seem to have like blood that was superheated, so that doesn't appear to be happening here. And they certainly didn't seem to have regenerative capabilities on their own. Like the bodies that you're seeing lying here are not regenerating in the way that you would expect. And the ones you saw rising from after you killed them the first time, they also didn't seem as though they were necessarily regenerating under their own power. It was strange, right? This isn't that. With an 18 history check, there is something else you know of that acts like this, but it's the theory is out there. I think you would need to test it. You would need either somebody who could actually use magic to test the blood, or you'd need like to take some for your alchemist kit.
I will take some.
Okay.
Actually, I'm going to take 2 vials.
What?
Okay.
One to test and one to be like, oh, I have some of Rathgurther's blood.
What do you mean you're taking my blood? What? My
I
blood?
have to run tests on it.
What do
That's
you
what
mean?
I am a scientist. I am a gnome of science.
No, but, no, I'm not. Why would you take my blood? No.
I have to.
No,
do you
no,
want me
no,
to figure out what's wrong with you or not?
I do.
No. If you want me to figure out what's wrong with you, this is what we have to do.
There is no other way.
No.
You want to make a deception or persuasion, whichever you're trying to do.
Can I make an intimidation?
Do you think that would, Rathgurther, do you think an intimidation in this case would work?
I think that what I'm getting at is that Rathgurther, not unlike Son Goku, despite her perceived physical strength, is terrified of needles.
Right.
What? You're already bleeding. She would just be like scooping it up.
Oh, okay. Well, if there's no needle involved, then it's all good.
Yeah.
Yeah, just yeah.
Right.
Take
I'm
all the
still
blood
going to
you
try
need.
and intimidate. I'm going to be bossy. But I have a -3, so that's a -2.
Rathgurther, you see Tim set her stance and try to be the most intimidating she could be. And honestly, it's probably the most adorable thing you've ever seen in your life.
Well, all right, but only because you're so smart in your little outfit.
Is this like a Gandhi nuke situation where I've gone so far in the like bad direction that I wrap around to be charming again?
Yeah, absolutely. Very much
Awesome. Well then, yeah, I will take some samples. I don't know that I have an alchemy kit actually on me. I probably do.
I remember giving you one. If you don't have it per se, right now we'll just say you've got it because I know I gave you like a whole bunch of kits in general because of who your parents were.
Yeah.
So yeah, you test it, and it takes a couple of minutes because you put some in, you take a little bit out and put it in a vial with some liquid to get a reaction and see what it is. Your first thought as to what this could be didn't pan out. It's not that. You the very first thing you thought is this was maybe something in the something that the zombies had on them that was causing some sort of infection. But that doesn't seem to be what it is. So you test again on your second theory that your 18 gives you this opportunity for. And you see that the vial reacts as though the fluid you have put in is taken from a mushroom colony.
Yeah, Tim actually makes that face when she does the calculations and it pans out. Rathgurther,
Yes.
you are turning into something that you're not.
I feel that way sometimes.
Really? I don't know if the effect should be that strong yet. But you're...
Infection?
Yeah. Oh yeah, you have like spores in you. It's like you're like basically you're turning into a mushroom. It's exciting. Think of this as an opportunity for growth. Like physical, like you might get some growths on you.
I will say that I am playing a mushroom in my other campaign, so this is very familiar territory.
Yes.
I wrote this in before you told me that, which is wild.
So wait, does that mean that mushrooms bleed? Is that, or is it like the juice?
Some do in real life.
Yeah, some mushrooms and mycelial colonies have like an amniotic, sort of like a fluid that it uses, like kind of like blood or sap or whatever you want to say. Like it's, it provides a flow of nutrients around the whole body.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. So you're turning into a mushroom. That's exciting.
Oh, I really need to start.
Sorry,
taking better care of my hygiene.
I
completely forgot. This fluid, whatever it is, if it is Rathgurther's blood, it also has some slight healing properties.
So, there's good news and bad news. Which one do you want first?
I'll take the good news.
Good news. Becoming a mushroom has positives. You can heal a little bit.
Okay.
That's good, right?
Yes.
You won't get any more scratches that are, you'll get the scratches. It's just little. Okay, so the bad news is I don't know how long you have left.
Right. When you say how long I have left, you mean until the infection goes away?
In a sense, yeah.
You're saying I'm going to die.
I'm saying that your life is going to take on a new stage of its journey.
I see. Some sort of mushroom puberty.
Yes.
Very well.
Do you need to like take a minute? I know that this is some like difficult news.
Rathgurther just kind of stares off into the middle distance, and she says, "I'm Rathgurther. I don't fear anything."
Okay. Well, let me know if you want like a cookie or something, or like a really soft blanket. If you need some like, cool down stuff. I have a whole bunch of nice stuff in my bag if you want it.
No, nothing like that. But do you have cookies?
She pulls out. I mean, it's old. It's homemade, and it's her homemade.
It's already in my mouth.
It doesn't taste great. The texture's, it's like a crunchy cookie rather than a soft cookie. You get the sense that it's very stale. It doesn't taste awful.
No part of her registers any distaste.
She's also gonna give you just like a little bandage that has like a really crudely drawn like heart on it, and just like wrap it around your arm, and just like give it a little tap, and then
Thank
go
you,
and
Tim
work on her
Tam.
dog.
I will miss you when I succumb to my illness.
Oh, you can still hang out with us. It would be so cool to have a mushroom as a friend.
Yes, but all right. Thank you.
All right. While this has been happening off in the corner here, what is going on with Emery?
I'm gonna say that like once Tim and I stopped having our moment, she probably just like awkwardly hobbled over like some of this wreckage and just like to take a lay down.
Yeah.
Cause she's not feeling especially good. And she's just kind of like staring into space, like eyes mostly closed, just like trying to kind of catch up. I will use my second wind at some point to get some HP back.
Roger that.
So that's 1d10. Where's my d10? Hello? Here it is.
How do you?
6 plus 3 is an extra 9. Delicious. So she's
9.
Yes.
Yep.
I'm back up above half, so that's good, but I'm still like just laying down, just breathing hard, trying to like not get overwhelmed by what the fuck just happened. Because I mean, I would imagine she probably, how much of this would she even remember?
This time is a little different. You willed yourself into this.
Mm-hmm.
So why don't you make me why don't you make me no, just a history check. Just a history check. You're trying to remember something that you just did, right?
My personal history. I'm surprisingly good at history.
Mm-hmm.
But I did roll a 2, so it's a 6.
Right. Again,
God, it's all or nothing with me today.
Right. It's sink or swim. So again, you're remembering more than you did last time. Which was nothing. This time you remember like just this intense struggle to keep yourself going in the correct direction, and then you sort of losing that struggle. You do remember like at some point your entire memory of the image of what happened is entirely consumed by the heart itself, just growing larger and larger and larger and larger. And if you look down briefly at your chest, you notice there is now a mark forming on your chest. It's this it's starting to like sink inwards a little bit, and it's got like this darkness about it that's sort of, you would consider it like a burn if it wasn't so, I don't know, it's weird, it's shadowy. It's like it's coming off of the skin a little bit, like it's up off the skin maybe about a very, very small amount, like maybe a centimeter or so.
Try to poke it.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't hurt, it's weird.
She's just gonna like kind of wrap up her shirt and her vest and just kind of like try to cover it and like cross her arms over her chest and just try to like keep breathing, center herself a little bit better.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine everyone else is probably kind of like preoccupied with their own stuff.
That is the question. Speaking of which, Naldris, you notice that whole time, basically, Randy was cowering behind your shoulder.
Cowering?
Oh, yeah. He's terrified.
But not anymore?
He's doing a little better. But he doesn't... It's like, every time you, like, turn, he, like, tries to get you between him and Emery.
Oh, he's scared of Emery.
Hmm. That's what it seems like.
Yeah, I want to ask him about it. Like, why are you afraid of Emery?
Did you not just see that?
What?
Did you not just see what happened? How are you not terrified?
She's done that before.
Not like that. Also, the first time was scary.
Yeah, I guess. She didn't do anything to me either times, I don't think, so I don't really see
Hey,
the
where do
big
you
deal.
think those zombies went? Huh? Where do you think Finn would have gone if he had gone in the hole?
That's a good question.
Oh,
They're not here anymore, so I'm not too worried about it.
I can't feel nothing, so I think you're fine. You guys should get some sleep, maybe.
Maybe. I'm gonna keep like, because it's still nighttime, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna like move closer to everybody else, but I'm gonna like keep an eye out over here where the zombies came from and just make sure that there's nobody trying to sneak up on us.
Okay. And then finally, Vernon, after your talk with Ref Girther, what are you doing?
Talk.
Yeah, it was a conversation. It was a friendly.
It was nice. Yes, very, very.
What are you talking about? I was threatening you.
Yeah.
that
Was that not
talk.
clear?
I was straight up threatening you.
No,
Be
it was
threatened.
the most pleasant thing I've ever, done with this group. I'm gonna go over and I'm going to check on Emery. I'm gonna be like, hey, how are you?
Fucking feel
Yeah.
like got punched in the chest by something.
That doesn't sound too good.
No, it doesn't.
Hey, I have a question for you. I've noticed that sometimes, when you get to a certain a level or some such, when the battle gets to a certain point, you just kind of like start to go wild, and sometimes you hurt, you're us, the rest of us, and I'm just wondering, like, when that happens, are you like in control of that? Because like I guess curiosity.
I don't know. It feels like I am to a point, but that this time was a lot worse. Maybe just because it went on longer. I don't know what that was. And I thought that maybe I could control it, and I guess I can't. So
I see.
Don't know.
Well, can I let you in on something?
Oh God, is this confession hour?
Maybe.
Oh God.
Is that normal in this city? I'm not from here.
What?
Okay. So you remember that time when we were fighting those bandits, like, I don't know, a couple hours
earlier
ago?
today? Yeah, I do
Yeah.
remember that. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was today. Oh shit.
Oh
Yeah, a lot
man,
of
it's
shit
been a
happened
long
today.
day. It's been a long day. You came up to me afterwards and you asked me about like this big like monster or something like
Big
that.
fucking crab thing that you said you just saw,
Yeah.
and that's I totally believe you.
Sure. So I didn't really see it exactly. But I did black out for a little bit and I woke up with some guy's spine in my hand. And that's not normal for me. So the reason I was asking about like if you have control over that thing is because this thing is, I feel like the same thing might be happening to me. And I wondered if you could give me any guidance about that.
Well, this is new to me too. Can't say that I've ever gone berserk like this. I mean, would Emery have has this ever happened to her before? Like just during training or anything? I can't imagine it would have.
Nope. The very first
Yeah.
time it happened was in that pass with the zombies.
Yeah. Okay, I figured, but I still wanted to double check.
Well,
Yeah, I
maybe
mean-
not the first time. Remember, you've been getting glimpses of what could have been the first time.
Hmm. Yeah, I mean, that's new. It's never happened before the other day. And it has now happened twice in about as many days.
It sounds terrifying, and I'm very sorry to hear that you're going through it right now, and you sound very shaken.
Oh, spare me the bedside manner.
Okay.
I'm fine. I just...
Well, the bottom line is, if you need anybody to talk to about what you're going through, I apparently have some knowledge about it as well. And I don't know, it could be something that's spread throughout the entire group, for that matter. Wrath Girther just now sounded a little bit different when she was talking to me. So who knows? Maybe
How
she's
so?
also. I don't really know how to describe it. Her voice just sounded much different from, maybe it's just because she was angry at me, but it sounded different. So I
Well,
mean, I don't know.
Until she starts attacking people, I think it's probably fine.
Could be.
Attacking us.
Right.
I mean, the whole party, not just you and me.
Yeah, because she kind of already. Anyway. But yeah, I wanted to check in on you because it sounds like that was a really difficult thing to go through, and I wanted to let you know again that if you're looking for like a sympathetic ear, then I can help you out in some ways, I guess. I don't know.
Sure.
All right. And then Vernon's just gonna scuttle away.
Interesting use of verbiage.
I know.
Literally
crab
sprouts a bunch of crab legs and goes.
It's like
Goes off the
Emery
side of the
suddenly very
house.
awake, like, hello? So where's Fint during all this? He just kind of fucked off.
Yeah, he did. He's in the square with the rest of the folks.
Went back home to his man.
He's like,
He
"That's
just
enough
like
adventuring
fuck
for me."
that
I
and just
think,
went all
yeah,
the way home.
Yeah, I think that's enough adventuring for me, really. Yeah, I'm just going to go back home and propose because I want to settle down now.
No more adventuring for Sergeant Fint.
That's
Well, he's
Retired.
embarking on the greatest adventure of them all. Love.
Right, yeah. Right. Hopefully, no one turns into a raving monster or something like that. With that,
I mean,
adventure.
that's marriage, so that's what happens.
I'm scared about what Tim's gonna turn into.
A friend.
The little guy always does something cool.
I'm just slowly building up to a massive PvP brawl. There's no final
boy.
big bad guy in this series. No.
The big bad guy was the friends we made along the way.
Yay! Okay, so everybody is relatively milling around. You can, of course, go back and check in with Rhiannon. You can decide to just take a sleep. It is nighttime. You guys can take your long rest. Incidentally, you all did level up to level 4 with the end of that fight. However, because of our rules, it takes you like a week's worth of long rest to level up, remember? So here's my question to you. This is kind of extenuating circumstances. You are in the middle of an area where you could not possibly get the support you need to level up, but you are in an area where leveling up would be appropriate given the amount of things you have gone through. So if we want to suspend it for an emergency situation such as this, you can all level up right now at the end, well, at the end of the episode, so no one has to sit through everyone making choices.
I would like a level up, please.
Let me think about it.
One level.
Yeah. The deal is, I give you 1 level. You don't have to give me anything because I'm the DM and I'm supposed to give you levels.
Yay.
Oh, you're just like reaching up from the ground. I would love a level up, please.
Crumb of level.
Just a crumb.
Just a little bit of a level.
Yeah. Okay, so I think if all is relatively well, you can all take your long rest. Gain back that delicious bit of health that you're all missing.
Yay.
Yeah. Let's see
Yay.
here.
To get rid of that point of exhaustion I just gave myself. Woohoo!
Yay! Look at that.
I feel like Emery's just gonna
hasty long rest,
pass
yeah.
out in the rubble that she was like kind of laying on top of. She just like
Yeah.
at some point just like calms down enough to like just straight into sleep. Doesn't even like
Right.
asleep before she even realizes what's going on. Is
Yeah.
like, I'm out.
Also, given the amount of revelations that are happening, I think it would be unkind of me to not offer Rathgurther, if you think you are at this point introspective enough to start digging into your past willingly, I'll allow you to do that, but like it's up to you. It's been a lot on Rathgurther right now.
I think, yeah, that's kind of what I was setting up with her voice changing.
Righto. So if you want to dig into the memories that you have of your past, you may do so.
I would like to, yes. What does that entail mechanically?
Well, you made an insight check pretty well last time. I think if you want, you can do that again, or you can make a history check. Either way, I think you'll have advantage based on your interaction with Tim and the revelations of that specifically.
All right. I think insight probably... Well, I have a higher history score.
A good proper bard, higher history than insight.
15.
15. Okay. It certainly isn't easy. You have shied away from these memories very specifically for some time now. You have the first bit of your memory, which is you remember being on a cart with your troop headed to a town inside the Desserin Hills that had more or less kind of as a boom town. They had, you and your troop decided it was a good place to go after you were kind of on your way to Valasso. You figured it was a little too soon for that. So from Red Larch, you decided to set out into the Desserin Hills, and then you were going to head back towards the coast again and hit Valasso on your way back to Waterdeep. That was the plan. You remember your friend, Jeremy. He is that half-orc you saw in your visions. He was your scene partner, typically. And you remember on the back of the wagon practicing your role, and Jeremy was walking backwards and just talking back to you and doing that. That's how you'd practice. That's a very clear memory, and it's a fond one, so it's the first one you grabbed for. Deciding to dig a little deeper, you latch on to what Tim said about mushrooms. And you get a very clear image of being served mushroom dishes in the town that you went to by the local population, which was almost entirely made up of blue kobolds. Not entirely. It's a town that is bustling. There are tall folk living there as well. The kobolds live below the hill, and the tall folk live above it in houses. And it's a weird place because normally kobolds are territorial, and these ones are not like that at all. They're very curious and interested. And in fact, your first couple of times rehearsing your play there, they start picking it up and start like mimicking you and learning the stories, and you very happily telling them about your favorite role, that of Rathgurther. And so they're very much learning the stories. And I think this is probably one of the times where you start like being Rathgurther for them, because they don't know who Rathgurther is, so that you can officially be this person, and it's part of your trade craft, and I think you're probably leaning into that a bit. I'm going to need you to make me a wisdom saving throw.
$11.
You are unable to hold on to where your mind goes for a moment. You wanted to kind of, I imagine, think of this more linearly so you can piece together what happened. But instead you jump sort of right to the end. You wake up in a smoking crater. There are bits and pieces of bodies around you. There are bits of these homes. You hear the flapping of enormous wings receding into the distance. You look around yourself and try to get up, but you realize you have no legs anymore. And you look down at your burnt body, and there are little tiny tendrils glowing, coming out of the ground. And they're sort of piecing you back together. And you recede out of this dream with a shock. Just, you remember the jolt of pain, and it breaks you out of it.
I wake up screaming.
I think Fint reaches for his spear immediately. Just with the way everything is. But yeah, I imagine you wake up quite a few people.
Oh,
Are you
is there
okay?
more of them? Oh, fuck.
No, sorry, bad dream.
Rathgerther?
Yes, it's me. I'm Rathgerther.
Is it the mushroom?
What?
Are you becoming mushroom?
I mean, yes, that is my understanding.
Yeah, but is
I
it?
turn to the rest of the party and I just say very matter-of-factly, Tim discovered yesterday I'm turning into a mushroom.
She is. It's very cool.
Yes, well, I am dying, but yes.
You're not dying. You're turning into something new.
Right. But the part of me that is myself is dying and being replaced with.
Yes, but like imagine like if you had like a ship and you replaced it board by board. At what point would it become the new ship rather than the old ship?
I wouldn't. Why wouldn't I just buy a new ship? Your example is meaningless. Philosophy tires me. I know nothing of such things.
That's true. You don't even know how to read.
It's the old boat of Schmecius example.
I have destroyed many boats, and I will destroy yet more.
Well, think of your body as the boat. It's still the same boat.
Okay, I'm turning into a mushroom boat then. I don't know.
Yes.
I don't really get it.
Okay. I'm just gonna go back to sleep, and maybe you guys will make sense in the morning. And she's out.
Like immediately.
Yep.
The sun rises, and we're like, but what does the boat have to do with mushrooms?
Everyone wakes up and they're like, "Oh damn it! It's still going on this."
It was just like rubbing her eyes. It's like it's a metaphor, Rathgerther. Like,
Perfect. Yeah, the sun rises, smoky and hazy. I think even with that interruption, you would all get your long rest, so don't you worry about that. I would not be so terrible as to deny you a long rest after I basically destroyed all of you. Emotionally as well.
I mean, Mallet's fine.
Right. Rhiannon the Demite has made 4. No, sorry. I'm dumb. Hang on 1 second. How many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 4, actually. Demite was able to make 4 amulets of fire resistance. Because you folks said you might want to go and check out what's going on up there, and it is hot up there. So she decided to make you 4 amulets of fire resistance. So as long as you have these on your person, you have resistance to fire damage and fire effect.
Can I ask her if she can make one for Sparks?
does he need it? He's made of metal.
Yeah. As far
Well,
as
his
you
tongue
can
is
tell,
made of wood,
Sparks
though. We've established that.
That's true. Yeah. As far as she's unfortunately can't. She had to use some of her magic to keep the shield up yesterday, and that's all she could make. And she says
That's
there's not
fine.
enough for all of you. I'm so sorry. But
Okay.
I don't need one.
Oh right.
Well, yeah, you're special.
I was gonna say born with it, but that's not true.
Maybe it's Maybelline.
Maybe it's an amulet of fire resistance.
Maybe it's some sort of infernal legacy. Who knows? So, Rhiannon and the rest of the villagers are getting ready to move out. Fint is going to lead them back at the very least. And he goes, Well, last chance if you want to come with us.
I mean, we kind of have to go check up on what's going up top, right?
If the Demeter is correct, then it would... Maybe.
Assuming we don't all die first.
That's right. He very pointedly is not actually addressing you when he speaks.
Hmm. That's fair.
We'll be okay.
Just take care of yourselves.
Okay.
He moves on. The Demeter, just before she leaves, she goes, "We don't have much in this village, but ain't no mistake, you saved us last night. You couldn't have kept that shield up for much longer. That was probably the biggest wave of the undead I've seen. So I don't know much about what you're going to find up there. I've never been. But I do know that every once in a while the priesthood would come down to the villages and take a promising young youth with them. And to be inducted into the priesthood up there in the monastery. This person would normally be of sorceress identity. Magic in their blood, you know? And they would almost all be able to speak primordial. I don't know what connection that has. I'm sorry, this is really all the information I can give you. Except that the last person that they took died young, relatively recently. I don't know why. No one's died like that in quite some time here.
Were they dead already when they took them?
No. No, they weren't.
So they died after they were taken. I'm just trying to
Right.
make sure I've got it all straight.
The funeral was held back over here. The ash speakers, that's what they're called, brought her down for burial.
What was her name?
Believe it was Terrell.
How many of them are there up there? Do you know?
No, we've got no clue. They just come down probably once in a generation and take someone.
Can you just allow that?
It's sort of an ancient pact we have. You know, we stay down here and benefit from the volcano, and they keep it from, well, doing this.
Well, it sounds like they're not holding up their end of the deal.
Right. And I'd be lying if I said I wasn't suspicious if it had something to do with that death of that young'un. But, again, I just don't know.
All right.
How did she die?
Well, that's the thing. Illness and even murder doesn't tend to take here. Which is, I know, strange, but I don't wander far from Tema, so... they didn't say. Some sort of accident, perhaps.
Did they bring the body back?
They did. It was already wrapped.
So you're sure it was her?
It was her, yes. I did the rites myself.
Would it be possible to examine the body?
Yes, but you'd have to travel out to her family's farmstead. It's in the lava fields right now. You could get there. There hasn't been... The flow has gone past, so the lava should be cool enough. But she's buried there. You should be able to find her. We don't tend to inter people below ground very often here.
Or not?
The ground tends to get churned up by lava.
Hmm.
It's like a New Orleans cemetery. You don't bury people below the ground. Or else they come back up.
Right. So, I'm afraid that's all I can give you. I'm sorry, the information probably doesn't seem like much. I have no idea how useful it'll be to you.
Right. Quick question before you go.
Right.
Two things, actually, I guess, technically. One, I think the rest of Velasco already evacuated. So you probably don't need to go through there. I'm not sure which way you're planning on taking out, but...
Straight down the spur. Probably towards that forest.
Yeah, if you head to the city, there's probably not going to be anybody left.
Yeah,
but...
Pin told us.
All right. Does the whole... Just to be clear, the whole coming back to life thing, is it the Ash Seekers or Ash Keepers?
Ash Speakers.
Ash Speakers. Are they the ones in charge of that?
Oh, we have no idea.
That?
It's just something that's always happened here.
And you just never investigated that? Never thought why that would be interesting?
No, don't look a gift horse in the mouth is a general saying around here.
Fair enough. I guess one additional question. When the people come back, they're the same as they were, right?
Correct. Yes.
Does it ever get tendrily?
No. No, they just sort of get better.
Right. So, like, if someone lost their legs, say, would they regrow their legs?
No, actually, injuries like that tend to remain. But the person lives. We had a young boy lose his legs in an accident a couple of years ago, but we got him a wheelchair and he's fine.
All right. I guess that's all from me. And she's going to turn around and just kind of start walking up towards the next place.
All right. Is there anything else from the folks here? Excellent. Well then.
Where are we going?
Yes.
Are we going up to the Ash Speakers, or are we going to investigate the body first?
The body's not far. You could still hit it and get to the top of the mountain inside of a day.
Okay. So the timeline wouldn't be too bad. I think we should go to the farm. I think that's a good idea.
Me too.
I guess my thing is, like, what are we expecting to find there that would help?
Could be anything.
More information, maybe?
I mean, we wouldn't know what this person looked like.
No, but
so
we
wouldn't be able to make any kind of positive identification. I mean, would her parents still even be there if their house was overtaken by lava?
That's a good question.
We could exhume the body.
And what would we find out from that?
Who knows?
Maybe she... Don't you have, like, a tattoo or something? Or, no, you have an amulet. You have something. You have something? You have something,
Are you asking
right?
this question?
Yeah, Star. Or not Star, Amory.
I don't think so.
I thought you had something that was like you had like a cult something.
That's Vernon.
You have a cult?
No, yeah, but she had a... Oh yeah, you have the thing, but Emery recognizes it. Never mind. Anyway, what I'm getting at is maybe she has some like freaky tattoos or something, and like we can like identify like, oh, these tattoos mean that like something special. I don't know. You have to ask questions with an open mind.
True.
This is science.
True.
It's death science.
We are on an erupting volcano.
That makes it even more fun.
Well, what do you suggest then, Emery? If you find this plan so distasteful, would you prefer to...
I don't know.
Proceed
Coming
forward?
here wasn't even my idea in the first place.
All right, I
And
wasn't trying to rile you up. Calm down.
I don't...
Would you like to do a deep breathing exercise with me?
Don't patronize me. I don't... What are we even doing here? Listen, we got the people out. I guess we're gonna go up top and just figure out what the hell's going on up there. I'm messed up somehow, and I don't know if that's gonna continue to be a problem, and it's all this it just keeps fucking happening, and saving people, good, yes. I don't know. I don't fucking know what's going on anymore, and I'm just going with the flow at this point, and I don't know what I'm doing here.
Sparks is just gonna do the dog thing where he, like, forces his head under your hand and just, like, looks up at you with his big glass eyes. And Tim is just gonna take your hand in her hand and just look up at you and say, yeah, it's scary. And that's, you know, and you do some scary stuff sometimes, but I know that it's not your fault. And I mean, isn't that why we're traveling together? So we can figure it out and watch each other's backs and help each other with stuff. I mean, I was on my own for like 20 years, and that's a really long time. And it's been really nice to have people around, you know? So trust me, you don't want to have to be alone more than you have to be, okay? It's good to have friends. And that's what we're here for.
It should not go without being said, Emery, that you saved our lives. Had you not transformed into that creature, who knows if we would have been able to defeat the lava zombies.
I'm sure you guys would have fucking managed.
I don't know. I was missing a lot.
I'm not.
Sparks takes the opportunity to nudge your pocket. Hi, Emery. You're the best. You're so strong. Yeah.
I got rid of that thing. What the hell?
That's the fun thing about these rocks. They always find their way back.
Oh, that's horrifying.
There would have been a lot more blood on their hands or whatever. There would have been a lot more bloodshed without you.
Roll persuasion. No, I can't.
Yeah.
I'm sensing a group hug coming
Oh,
on.
Jesus.
Okay, but if we're gonna do that, can I like be on somebody's shoulders because I will get squished? I am very small.
Listen,
No.
And this is how Tim dies.
Right, Tim, you take 30
not with
points
a
of
bang,
damage.
but inside of a group hug.
I think on the note of that beautiful group hug in the ruins of Tema, just as the day begins to really fully dawn, I think we're going to leave it there for the month, everybody. Your party has a rough plan. They have gone through some traumatic experiences. They have opened up a little bit to each other. Progress. We are going to take a very quick 10 to 15 minute break, and then we'll be right back here for couch talk. Get your questions ready. Be prepared to ask things that I can respond with, like, why am I such a monster that breaks people's emotions? And then we will see you all in just a few moments. Don't go anywhere.